All right, now it's time to do the dirty part of camping. If you got an RV, you know what that is, right? Dumping the tanks, flushing the tanks, stinky slinky, dealing with all that. They call it stinky slinky. So let me show y'all what's up. All right, so here's my rig. This is your wet bay, okay? This is where all your water connections come in at. This is where the water come in at from the water hookups to your unit right here. This is the black tank flush. Now I prefer to have separate hose. You should have a separate hose from your black tank flush than your water. Okay, obviously you don't want to use the same hose. I don't want to have to disconnect this one to hook to this one to flush out my tank. So you should just have two separate ones. I got this one nice and labeled green so I don't get them confused. Green, blue. Blue for my drinking water, green for all the septic and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is your wet bay. Here are your tank valves. Okay, gray tank, they're color coded. This is your gray tank for all your sink water, shower, things like that, kitchen. And then here's your black tank. We all know what that is. That's for your doo-doo, your pee, anything that go down the toilet, all right? So what you want to do, you want to pull this one first so that all your big nasty stuff can get washed out by this, washed down by this. When I mean washed down, I mean this right here. Let me show you. So this is your sewage system, your sewage hose, your stinky slinky or whatever, right? This is where all the dump comes out, and you can see there it's clear, so you can see what kind of flow you got going through. Usually these screw into the port of your site. This site doesn't have a screw in, so I had to put some weights on it to make sure it don't come out when I'm dumping. So all your nasty stuff's gonna come down here, and then I'm gonna flush it with the gray nasty stuff. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Black first, right? Boom. All right. As you can see, all of that nasty stuff goes down there. I don't know if you want to see all that brownness, but brown and piss and all that, but that's what it is. I mean, everybody do it, so use the bathroom. I'm a big guy, so I be tearing it up. Then after all of that runs out, I'll pull the gray one so it comes back behind it and flush it. And then I'll fill the tank up with fresh water. So, and I'll do it several times. I'll flush it through, flush it through, flush it through. I have to keep filling it with fresh water about 2 or 3 times. And then flush it all out, okay? This tank is, so my black and gray tanks are 35 gallons. They're 35 gallons. My fresh tank is 50 gallons. So let's see what we got. Yep, running out. Tank is almost empty. So now what I'll do, see the black valve is pulled all the way out. Now I'll come behind it and pull that gray valve. Okay, and that'll come through and virtually rinse everything that might have been trapped in this pipe, rinse it on out. See, clear water, that's all my shower, brush my teeth water, kitchen water, all of that. Okay, boom. Once that runs out, I'll then use this, I'll turn this on, and it'll flood, it'll bring fresh water in here. And there's a sprinkler system inside of your black tank. So when you turn this water on, and I turn this on right here, there's a sprinkler system that's all around inside of the black tank, getting any loose residue and things like that. And then I'll fill it up and flush fresh water out all over again. just to make sure the tank is clean as possible. Because if you don't flush them out regularly, inside of your RV could start to smell. But as you can see, all the human waste is dumped out now. Now, I mean, when I say it could start to smell, that you have to be like excessively full for it to start smelling. But I don't want that chance. I mean, it's all vented, so the black tanks are vented through the roof and all that good stuff. But I ain't trying to take that chance. So I regularly do mine. Every 2 or 3 days I'm camping. If it's just me, 2 or 3 days. If it's the family in here with me, shoot, I might dump it every night and flush it every night just to make sure that the tanks are clean. And I got chemicals and stuff that I treat the tank with. All right, so it's looking like the gray is running empty now. Still got a little bit left. Anyway, while it's doing that, I can go ahead and kick this on and start filling up my black tank flush. So now that sprinkler system is on that I was telling you. I'm gonna close this in a little bit. Let me make sure it's flowing first. So both valves are open. Yep, it's flowing. As you can see, it's picking up. Yeah, it's rinsing out all that leftover gunk that's in the tank. Bet. So now, I'll let this fill up for about 5 minutes and repeat the process. Open it up. Gray tank's done. I don't need to do that anymore. So I'll close both valves, let the black tank fill up with fresh water. The sprinkler's in there doing this thing, and then pull it out again and just keep flushing it on out. Now you don't want to forget that you're filling this up. Like, so I'm gonna stay out here. Like, I'm not gonna close it, let the water be running in there, and then walk off and forget that I'm doing it, because it'll flood your tank and that shit will start coming out your toilet. The top water all flow inside of your thing. You can't reverse flood your RV if you're not careful. So that's the process of dumping your tanks and cleaning them and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Today's a day of maintenance. Everybody that camps and, you know, has to deal with this, you know, just to make sure everything is good. I'm not under a tree or anything. Otherwise, I get up on top of my rig and sweep it off, because I don't want anything stuck between my slide and my rig. When it's time to put my slide in, hit the button and that slides in, I don't want any sticks or leaves jamming in between this seal right here on the top. So I don't like to park underneath trees or anything like that for that specific reason. If I had to climb up there and do my thing, I would, but I don't have to this time. Yeah, everything's good. My wheels are good. No critters got under here in the night, stuff like that, except for that little bird over there. 2 of them. But anyway, just the normal maintenance that you have to do when you're camping, you know, so that's part of it. Just wanted to share that with y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna wash my truck up later on. I might get out here and do some grilling later on, depends on how I feel. Yeah, so, it's locked. I'll unlock it later. But yeah, so that's how you dump and refill your tanks and stuff like that. Black, gray, and fresh tanks. All right, travel the train, baby. Okay, I don't know if it'll start recording. Oh, yeah. No, it didn't stop yet.